record. Great. Okay. So I started the recording and I'm going to share my screen with you. So welcome, and I would like to know if you want to introduce yourselves. Any volunteer? If I'm speaking too fast, just let me know, and I will slow down. So anybody wants to say hello, you can say where you're from, and it would be great. What you do for a living, or what are your hobbies? You want to say that, or well, any expectations you have from the program, that'd be great too. Okay, so who wants to introduce him or herself voluntarily?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Manuela. Welcome.
I'm going to be a little bit brief because I am a little bit shy. So
it's perfect.
I am 18 years old. I'm from Amaga, Antioquia. And I expect that week. I'm a little bit nervous because okay. It's my first time speaking with someone.
In English, because it's the first time we speak. First time, yeah. All right, yeah. Yeah, it feels the same for me too. Thank you, Manuela. So you're so young, and I've never been to that place. I've been to Medellin and probably Bello. I just passed by Bello. And I've been to Medellin. I don't know much about the city, or I have not been around the city that much. But Antioquia is a beautiful department. It has so many places to go to, right? Thank you so much. Welcome. Anybody else? Okay. So welcome everybody. I don't know, just said, I don't know, well, probably my pronunciation is not the best for your name. If you can correct me, that would be great. Okay. So I am going to share with you the platform. I would like to know if you're new to SENA. Is it your first program with SENA, or have you taken other programs with SENA before? You can text it on the chat, or you can open a microphone, whatever you prefer, okay? If you want me to say anything in Spanish, that would be okay too, yeah? I'm assuming that you understand everything because it's level 8. Usually on level 8, people are advanced. So yeah, if there is anything that is not clear and you want me to clarify it, you want me to clear that up, just let me know. You say, hey, Pilar, and you can call me Pilar, okay? You can say, hey, Pilar, can you please, I don't know, tell us what you mean, or, you know, like, can you clear that up, or can we double check that, or anything, or can you say that again? Well, whatever you need me to, I will do it, okay? So it's my first time in SENA's course. Perhaps I was in other course in feed. Great, thank you for saying it, because sometimes, you know, like, let me show you like this. Perfect. Because sometimes I assume that probably you have been part of SENA before, and you have not. So let's start from the beginning. I'm going to log out. Usually we can log in this program just by going to this link, that is sena.territorio.la/cms/index.php, right? So this is the link. I'm gonna share it on the chat as well. Okay, here, perfect. And you can also just Google it, which is what we usually do when we need to look for something, right? We Google it, Sena, Territorium, right? Good. And you can definitely go there. This is the link, right? I will go to either this one or this one, both work. You can also log in using Sena Sophia Plus. And when we log in using Sena Sophia Plus, well, here, Sena Sophia Plus. And we go here, this link, ingresar on the right. You just type your information. Okay. I changed my password. And well, I don't have it here. Just give me a second. I'm going to see it. For a second here. I'm going to stop sharing just for a sec. So that I can show you the route, right? Yeah. If you have any questions, please let me know. You can open the microphone and just let me know. Here. Well, here now you can see, right? Okay. So when we go or when we log in using Sena Sophia Plus, you can see here, like you have different roles, right? And you can click here on the left, look for aprendiz, yes. Or you can just go to this link on the upper part that is LMS Sena. And you can see your programs here, right? This is level 8, so this would be the link. You can click here and they're going to require you to type your information again. Sometimes you need to type your information again, like your ID number and your password. Sometimes you don't have to, yes? If we go over this link that is Sena Territorium, is the same thing, same story. Click here, ingreso a cursos LMS Sena, and then you type your information, you click on ingresar, and you can see the programs, right? Good. It's the same, probably I think this one is faster, okay? So look at your program, is English that Works 8, yes? You can click here on the I, and you can say ir al curso, or just can go here. You can directly click here, which is faster, and that would be it, yeah. Good. So we're finally here, yes. And well, this is the menu that we have. We have anuncios, participants information, the content of the program. Probably the information that you can see here is a bit different from the one that you can see as an apprentice or as a learner, right? Okay, well, you can see the announcements. The announcements here, yes, is the, well, all of the information that I post that is required or has some instructions that you need to consider. Yeah, so for example, here, if we go down, just click here on Ver Más and you can see, right? Probably you can see the first link or the first links that you should go to, right? Program information, platform orientation, Or here, welcome, the welcome announcement that tells you that this is your program, English that Works Level 8. Also the dates when the program starts, right? This first part, I'm gonna say it in Spanish just to make sure that everything is clear. Esta primera parte son las fechas administrativas, es decir, las fechas para la instructora, en este caso que sería yo, o el instructor, que es cuando empieza el curso, ustedes tienen acceso a partir del 12, un día después del inicio, y también tienen plazo para ingresar 2 días antes de que finalice. En este caso, el curso finaliza el 19 de agosto, es decir que hasta el 17 de agosto ustedes pueden entregar las evidencias requeridas. Porque después ya vienen estos 2 días en los que yo termino de calificar, envío reportes, cierro el curso, ¿sí? Quizás entre el 18 y el 19, si tienen alguna duda o si creen que les faltó solo una actividad, pues yo la recibiré. O si les faltaron 2 actividades, estaría bien, yo las recibiría. Pero la fecha límite para envío de evidencias es esta, 17 de agosto. ¿Ok? Importante tenerla en cuenta porque es la fecha límite para envío de cualquier actividad. Bueno, después viene esta parte, opening announcement. I'm sorry, I'm going to switch to English so that we have this opening announcement. And here, well, you can see that they recommend, or I suggest you to check some of these links, right? Which we need to check to start the program, right? Yes. So on schedule, you can see the dates where we are going to meet. We have the online sessions, right? And I shared this information with you yesterday. That is the link where we were going to meet. We're working on that right now. And the date and the time, right? And also I say what is the purpose. For example, here we're going to learn how to navigate the platform to do the program, right? Okay, perfect. And here's a navigation demo. Like there are a couple of videos that show you how to log in the program, right? And finally, I posted the activities. We have the previous activities, and we also have activity 1. Within the previous activities, we have to update personal information or personal data, right? So I give you the route for you to go there. So the route is contenido del curso, proyecto, and previous activities. I'm going to show you the route in a minute. Do you have any questions so far? So far, so good. Is there anything that you want to ask? No questions? Okay, great. So let's move on with this. So to check the information, the material or the content, we're going to go to this link that is contenido del curso, right? You can go here. And you can see here, we click on this link that is Proyecto. You click here. You're going to see the first link that is program information. And then we have, again, program information, right? So you can see here 2 versions of it, the multimedia version and the downloadable one, okay? So on the multimedia version, what you click here is like an interactive or more dynamic version, yes? If you go here to this document, it's gonna be a PDF format, or it's a PDF document. So you can just download it, and that's perfect. Whatever you prefer. I usually prefer this way because it's more dynamic, probably. That's why I like it. And a lot of information here is in Spanish, which is, it's okay, I guess. So you can see here like introduction, content, netiquette, that it's like the rules of coexistence, and you know, like some tutorials to follow some rules within the interactions, and the schedule. But usually the schedule is, well, the dates of the schedule are going to be presented on this link here. Okay, on this link that says schedule. Okay, so while this is formal information that I usually suggest you to check, and if you have any question, please let me know about it. Then we have schedule, right? Schedule of activities. And you can see here that you need to click schedule, schedule of activities, schedule of activities is like 3 links, probably not needed, but well, we have that. So here you can see the dates, right? So we have when this unit starts and when it finishes, right? So it started on July 11th and it's going to be finished by July 20th. And well, activity 1 is like unit 1. It's kind of the same thing, yes? In this activity or in this unit, we're going to work on four evidence, right? So we have evidence forum, football versus the others, evidence reporting about a sport event, evidence interactive activity playing basketball, evidence my favorite player, right? Yeah, good. And well, we have these dates for the online sessions. I want to tell you that we have 4 online sessions that are going to be like formal, probably like this session that we're having. I'm going to speak a lot probably to tell you what you have to do, like what are the activities that you need to submit, yes. And we also have every Thursday we have a session from 3 to 4, yes, and you're going to see it here. Let me show you here. I'm going to open again this. So here on, well, if you go to, I don't know, here. If you click on this link, that is my name, you know, you can click here on my name. I can click here on my name from my account, but you can click from your accounts, right, on my name, and you can see my personal information. So here, where it says information, you can see the dates. I am going to update this information because these are the numbers, yes. So this is the session that I was talking about. It's a chat session. It's not so formal. It's more like we can interact, we can do some activities to practice probably more listening, speaking, right? And it's gonna be every Thursday, you see? Every Thursday, and this is the link, yeah? It's the same link, it's the same link. For when we start a unit, cuando empezamos una unidad, when we start a unit, so we have these sessions, tenemos estas sesiones, ¿sí? Y hay fechas y hay horas. Regularly, we have a chat session on Thursdays from 3 to 4, okay? This is your schedule for level 8, okay? And we're going to meet to solve any questions that you have. Esta sesión de los jueves es para resolver preguntas que tengan. And also we're going to meet, well, to practice probably listening and speaking, okay? That's it, good? Depending on the topics we're working on in the platform. It depends on the topics related to the unit we're working on. Yes? Good. Any questions so far? ¿Preguntas hasta ahí? Any questions? Is everything good? Great. Thank you, Manuel. Ok. Si necesitan aclarar algo, pueden hablar en español si quieren hacerlo. Hablo todo el tiempo en inglés. Bueno, porque estamos en nivel 8 sobre todo, pero esta es una primera sesión en la que, no sé, si tienen alguna duda. Okay. Well, let's continue then. So, then we have, now we can continue with the activities, previous activities. Previous activities, it's these 3 activities: update personal information, prior knowledge survey, and social forum, okay? So here, well, you can see update personal information. You can click here, and this update should be done on the platform Sena Sofia Plus, okay? So here, click here to download the document. Excuse me. If you click here, usually when you see this link or this instruction, it's because it has a document that is going to show you some instructions to carry out the activity that you are presented here, okay? So here you can see step by step how to update your personal data on Sena Sofia Plus. If you have to update information like names, surnames, or last names, and your ID number, yes, type of ID or ID number, okay? Let me check it out. Yeah, look at the dates. Let me check. I will check it again because my dates seem to be updated, but I'm going to double check, okay? Because if you cannot see it, probably there is something wrong, okay? Thank you for saying, Manuela. Thank you for pointing it out. I will check it out, okay? Oh, weird. But well, can you refresh? Well, let me do the update again on the prior knowledge survey after the class, and you update and you cannot see it, just text me again, okay? Well, we can create a WhatsApp group if you want to, right? If your app for that could work, okay? We can definitely create a WhatsApp group in case that you need it. If you feel that like you need it, that would be great, okay? So if there is any volunteer to create it, I would really appreciate it, okay? Great, thank you. And well, I will update it again. Okay, I was saying, like, if you need to update names, last names, or ID number, cualquier cosa como nombres, apellidos y número de identidad o tipo de documento, esto, nombres, apellidos, número de identidad o tipo de documento, okay? So let me show you here. Excuse me. This is the person you need to contact, Joana Andrea Niño. She is in charge of changing that information. Ella es la que está a cargo de cambiar esa información, nombres, apellidos, tipo o número de documento. Todo eso, esas 4 cosas que de pronto requieran un cambio, ella es la que lo hace. Le envían un correo. Si a la semana ella no ha respondido, por favor me escriben a mí para yo escribirle y que ella nos colabore con el cambio, ¿vale? De nombres, apellidos, tipo de documento o número de documento. Con todo lo demás, sí lo pueden hacer ustedes siguiendo este manual que nos dan aquí para actualización de datos personales. Good? Perfect. I'm going to double check this because it was supposed to work. I already changed the dates, but I don't know what's going on, okay? It is a prior knowledge survey and finally we have social forum here. If you want to participate, some people have already participated. You just go here. These are the steps that they give us. Click here on Ver Photo and you will be able to participate. Post your contribution, your introduction. I gave you an example. Just feel free to write your own example. When you text me here on questions and concerns forum, I'm going to answer within 24 hours, okay? So that is kind of the range that you can expect an answer from me if you post a question here, okay? Sometimes probably you will receive your answer before expected, but the range is within 24 hours, okay? Good. We are working on this one, or we want to participate on this one, social forum. So just click here, you click here on responder, and you will be able to see the contributions of your partners. For example, Camilo participated today, Manuela as well participated today, Kiara, Giselle, right? Yesterday, there were some people like Marcela who participated as well. So here I posted an answer for Marcela, Santiago, Guillermo, right? And you can see my example here. You can also see my introduction here. Yes, good. Well, nice to meet you all. For the people that are watching right now, are here connected, and for the people that are watching the recording as well, watching the class on a replay. Yes. And then we can go to this link that is activity 1. And on activity 1, we have the materials that it's a learning guide. It's a document that gives you some instructions, right? And what you can see here, the document usually is the instructions I'm giving you as well, right? And we also have materials. Here, this link material is the material to study. You're going to be able to see like what information you need to include, what vocabulary probably you need to include in your activities or your evidence, like the forum, reporting about a sport event, or the interactive activity, and this one that is my favorite player, okay? So if you go here, this one, you click here, you will be able to see the multimedia version, right? And also the downloadable version, that is the PDF document. So here.
Sports in the 21st century. Are you a sports fan? Do you follow any team or player? Do you play any sport? Sport have always been very popular forms of recreation, and with the evolution of communication and technology, now it is even easier to watch competitions, follow results, and stay ahead of the game with sport news. In this learning activity, we are going to talk about sports and their role in modern society. Also, we are going to study the use of adverbial clauses.
So these are some questions, discussion questions, right? I don't know if, are you into sports? Because it's a topic that probably is not for everybody, but are you into sports? And this is a question for everybody here. Yes, Guillermo, Manuela was saying that I need to double check because I already changed the days and it seems like you cannot see it. So let me double check that after we finish the session. I'm going to double check and hopefully you will be able to see it, okay? If you cannot see it by after 6 this afternoon, please let me know. I will check it out again, okay? My question for you, are you into sports? Do you like sports? Okay, great, Manuela. Yeah, it's the same for me. I am the kind of person who goes to the gym, but I do like to watch soccer sometimes and tennis and probably cycling. Yeah, there are some sports that I am interested in. I think it's amazing. Probably sports like athletics too, because there are some sports people from Colombia that have won some medals, and so you get into the sport because of them, right? Yeah. Swimming is great. Yes. Yeah. Mhm. I need to work on that one. Okay, so the idea is to say like your opinion, right? And you are going to see some examples here to share your opinion. So for example, we have on the upper part of this study, all of the activities that you carry out here are not going to be evaluated. Nada de lo que desarrollen aquí va a ser evaluado. So the activities that you carry out here are for you to practice the language, to listen to see some examples, and to take or learn some vocabulary that you can use afterwards. Okay. So for example, introduction.
Introductory material. Dear learner.
So you can see here the topics we're going to focus on, right? And you can see that there are 38 pages. If this is too much for you, you can just go to the examples, because one of the topics here is adverbial clauses, which is sentences that have additional information that it's really specific, and we use some adverbs. An adverb, it could be an adverb of time, or it could be an adverb that modifies the action. They show contrast, yes? Oh, that's amazing, Guillermo. That's so demanding, right? I mean, swimming is demanding. I cannot imagine like sports on the sea, yes, or in the sea. But it's amazing. Okay, thank you for sharing. Good. So if you look at the example, right? This is the first example they gave us. While I was in Argentina, I met my wife, right? So yeah, while I was in Argentina, so this is like the main clause, the main idea. Probably this is additional information. Usually I say additional information when I want to, yes? So while, this expression while is the expression that implies something additional, yes? This while it implies a moment, yes? Like when I was in Argentina. So I met my wife is the main idea, right? This is the main idea. I met my wife, yes? When I was in Argentina, I met my wife, but this is the main idea, okay? I can delete this information. This is additional information, and this information depends on this, yes? If you say, while I was in Argentina, what happened, yes? Se le llama dependent, o se le dice dependiente, porque si yo digo solo esto, no es una idea completa, ¿no? Si yo digo mientras estaba en Argentina, pues no es una idea completa. Pero si yo digo conocí a mi esposa, ¿sí? Puedo adicionarle cosas, pero es una frase completa, ¿sí? Es la idea principal. Esto es adicional. Conocí a mi esposa, puedo decir I met my wife 2 years ago, yeah? And that's okay. Good. So here, it needs a complement. I met my wife. It's a whole sentence. That is what I was talking about. So for example, Tom Sandler is a famous football player, and this is some information that he is presenting as an example to talk about some of his experiences, yes, of his childhood, right? So the idea is that you go over this example, right? And you can see that there are some sentences that are highlighted where you can point out additional information that you want to share. Yes, before I learned to talk, this is something probably important for him. I had already learned how to kick a ball. So for this person, kicking a ball, right, was first, yes, than learning to talk. Yes. So this refers to a specific moment. When we say although, we're talking about contrast. Yes. For example, although my parents were very poor, there was always food on the table, a place to sleep, and a football lying around. Okay. So it's like, this is to show the contrast. Yes, they were very poor, but they never starved. They always had food on the table. They had a house or a place to sleep. Probably not a house, but a place to sleep, right? And you can continue here reading the example of this person, right? So that you can understand how these clauses work, is to present additional information, okay? And we use expressions like before, unless, or although, yeah? They explain you here why they use it or what is the meaning of that, right? You can continue on the 38 pages. I would suggest that you go over that information because we're running out of time right now to go on this topic in a more profound way. Tomorrow, probably, we can cover more information about this topic, okay? Regarding the links, you have this link that is comprehension, yes? And on this link, yes, we have, usually we have a conversation, yeah? So you click here, exercise A, and you're going to watch the video, yeah? So give me a sec. Sorry. Well, I'm going to go over this again. Yes, contextualization, and here. You can watch the video. Probably I was moving forward and I didn't show you.
Fans of Robot Rugby League, this is the big one.
So based on this video, you're going to answer the questions that you can see here on comprehension. Contextualization shows you the situation. It's a video, right? And comprehension is the questions based on this video. Then we have practice 1, practice 2, and pronunciation practice. I suggest that you go over these links, okay? When you have covered the material to study, then you can go to this link that is to carry out the evidence. These are the evidence, the forum, right? And you go to the forum and you have to answer some questions on the forum. To go over the forum, you click here on this link that says Ver Foro. On this document, you can see the instructions to participate on the forum, to like write your contribution, answer the questions. These are the questions, right? You can see here some context. They give us some context, right? And you can answer the following questions. What sport do you follow in Colombia and why? Yeah. If you don't follow sports, explain why not. Yeah. What do you think about the popularity of football and the fact that it receives more attention from the government than other sports? Is it fair? Yeah. What can we do in order to help athletes in other disciplines to have better conditions and support? How can we motivate national channels to broadcast a wider type of sport programs and not just football? To answer these questions, they suggest that you use adverbial clauses, right? Like the ones that we checked on the study material. To participate, you click here, Ver Foro, right? Okay. So we click here on this forum that is forum football and versus the others. Responder, we click here and you can participate. So here you can click on activar texto enriquecido, and then you can see probably you can change the format a little bit. You answer the questions. You can see the answers of some people already here, and you can read them, and you can post any comments. You can say whether or not you agree with them. Yes. I posted here the questions as well. This is what you have to do. I suggested here like the instructions as well, okay? And well, the idea is that you participate. When you finish posting your opinion, you can click here on responder. You can use bullet marks or numbers or whatever you prefer. You can also add a picture if you want to. I mean, there are options that you can use here in terms of format to complement your contribution. Then we have this evidence that is reporting about a sport event. Yes. So we click here. So we need to consider some questions for our report. Okay, it's a writing exercise. They are giving us an example. Yes. So this is like kind of the structure, right? Title, introduction, main ideas, or the conclusion. Yes. And well, you will talk about a sports event, and you can focus on these questions to write that information. Okay. And then when you have it ready, you can click here on Ver Evidencia, and you can upload your evidence. Then we have interactive activity, playing basketball. This is something that we're going to do on the platform. You click here on Verscorm.
Interactive activity, playing basketball. Dear learner, welcome to this virtual activity designed by Senna. In this activity, you will practice.
So there, we're going to practice a little bit of vocabulary here. Yes, and you need to complete all of the questions that we have. Okay. So it can take a while, it can take some time, not so much. Yes. But here, these are the instructions. In a basketball match, a team has to score by free throws. Help them to score a basket by selecting the word that better completes the adverbial clause. So we need to, well, usually interactive activities are related to what we have learned in the study material. So for example, here, they cannot win as soon as they receive support, because they receive support, before they receive support, unless they receive support. What do you think is the correct answer here? Anybody? A, B, C, or D? Manuela says unless. So let's click here. And great.
Right answer. You got a point.
You got a point. Perfect. Nice. Okay. And then we continue like that until we finish or we complete all of the other questions. Yes. So you can see it here. So you can use any of these adverbs to complete the sentence based on the context. Okay. If you close it like I am doing it right now, your grade is not going to be updated. So please make sure that you go up to the end. Ir hasta el final, no la cierran así como yo la cerré ahora. And finally, we have evidence my favorite player, which is a presentation, right? So on this activity, right, you're required to record yourselves. So it's a presentation about an athlete you admire. Yes, it's a poster, and the idea is to record yourselves saying it. Okay, so well, the idea is to make a poster, use images or pictures to illustrate your ideas. Yes, don't use text, don't use a lot of text. keep the text short and easy to read, yes, and use big letters, make it colorful, and you can use PowerPoint, or you can use Canva, or you can use any program that makes it easier for you, right? And you need to record the audio file. You're going to talk about your favorite athlete, and you're going to say, like, why is this person your favorite athlete? Why you admire him or her, yes? Try to use the vocabulary that we have learned, yeah? Connectors and punctuation. So these are the questions that you need to consider for your presentation. Remember that the poster doesn't require you to use a lot of text, but you need to use more like your voice, your presentation, right? Yeah. Okay, so these are the questions that we're going to consider for the presentation. You're going to record yourself. You can make a video, or you can just make the poster and record yourself and upload an MP3 document here. You're going to upload it here, Ver Evidencia, click here, and you will be able to upload your information. If the MP3 it's too heavy, you can use this app that it's online. It's called Bocaroo. And on this app, you will be able to, well, to record yourself online, yes? Because you can design the poster and you can do the recording on a separate file, yes. But probably you are better than me on technology, so you have a different application that you can use to connect everything, like, you know, like the app and the audio and everything. That would be great, okay? Any questions about this first unit?
Teacher,
Yep.
let me introduce myself. I am
Okay.
Guillermo Gonzalez. I was born in Cali, and I am doctor. My expectations with this course is to continue learning to communicate in English. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. I'm happy to know that you want to communicate better in English. And I truly hope that I can help you in the process. I will do my best to support you, okay? It's July 20th. Yes, that is the deadline. We usually say deadline when we need to submit something on a certain date. Yeah. Good. Any other questions? Okay, if we don't have any more questions, I want to say thank you to every single person that is online right now. I really appreciate your participation here and being present at this session. It's my pleasure to meet you. I hope that you learn a lot within this program, and I will do my best to support you on this learning process. I'm very happy to share with you space, and that's it. This is our first session. For the people that are watching this on the replay, same thing. Thank you for watching it. It's my pleasure to be your tutor, and welcome everybody. Okay. If there is anything that probably was not that clear during this session, let me know. Well, I will answer really quickly here. You can also text me using this inbox. You can also go to the forum, right? Yeah. Okay. Questions and concern forums. If you go to this link, photos, you can go to questions and concerns forum, right? And I will answer here as well. Yes. Okay, it seems like that's it. Well, nice to meet you. So I'm going to close the session right now. Nice to meet you, and thank you for your contributions. Bye-bye.
Good day.